yesterday came here to talk to Mr. Huang because I'm supposed to hold this meeting. Oh no, we know each other. And I had a look at Mr. Huang's company's profiles and his speeches and visited his booth. I was impressed. These companies are doing very well and have a lot of breakthroughs in their own field. I have found the next place for our official cooperation, and I believe that each and every one of you may try to work with the upstream and downstream goals. And next, let's welcome Mr. Zhou to tell us about the product supplies and how we can work with the upstream and downstream. Let's welcome Mr. Zhou. Thank you, Ms. Tan, for the introduction. Good afternoon. Today, I'll talk about our company's interiors and its practice. Before I begin, I'd like to tell something about myself. My name is Zhou Yu. I'm from Zhongyu Residential Technology, and our company is a startup established in 2018. It's a very young company, and when in 2017 we had begun to produce the clothes. And this year, today I'd like to talk to you about the 4 parts. And when we talk about our company, Zhongyu, it just has 2 years of history. And within the 2 years, we, as a startup, try to make our efforts in the assembly part industry, and we have finished the delivery of 2,000 residential rooms. We have worked with very big decoration companies and design institutes to further our cooperation. And within past 2 years, we have won 4 rounds of capital investment. Just a few time ago, we have 3 Zhou Capital making an VC investment on us. And in our industry, if you want to make your fortunes ahead, you must work with different partners. So our corporate mission is to make decoration easier, more eco-friendly, and easier. And we want to help the traditional decoration to change to the accessory type decoration. And we want to be a leader in the accessory interior design. And we have very good core value, which is to put customer first and be very bold in innovation and based on our values. And I believe that I will talk to you about our values. At the end of my speech, I'll give you our possible collaborations which are very practical. So I will first begin by talking about our 2019 new project, which is Intelligent Smart Manufacturing Base. It's the first one. It's the first manufacturing base. It was located in the Jianhu Economic Development Zone in Yanhu City of Jiangsu Province, and has a whole production line of the accessorial interior design. It can decorate annually almost 2 million square meters, and its annual production volume can exceed almost 100 million yuan. And now you're looking at our awards and medals from the industry. It's a very great honor and recognition. And by 2020, this year, we have worked with these companies or worked for these companies. We have either decorated their houses or provide sample rooms for them. And we even work with companies like Languang, Jinghe, and these are all real estate developers. We have even worked with decoration companies. And actually, our position is very clear. That is, we provide our customers with parts and components and solutions. I always give an example. That is, if these decoration companies are the chefs, and our company is like the agricultural people who try to produce the great raw material, the vegetables. And the second is about the assembled interior part system. And compare with the aforesaid contents by former speakers, they are all very big companies and pioneers in their own sectors. But we are different. We are very assembled. We are very centered in. We have the top system, we have the water system, we have the ground system. We also have two integrated systems: the integrated toilet system and the integrated kitchen system. And our products are suitable for some projects. For instance, those who have short duration and high demand, and even very much standardized. These are the projects features that our products will be very handy. And this is the top 5 systems in our system. Yeah. And here you can see. Firstly, I'd like to introduce you to the top system, and this is the material. We use the carbon silicate as material to put it in the neobone, and it is not directly connected to the top panel. It is easy to implement and easy to maintain. It is very efficient to use. The material is mainly the calcium silicate, and it is very much fire retardant. We have PP membrane, we have the UV membrane, UV paint, and PVC membrane. So the wall system is mainly composed of the slide steel.
对于毛坯墙面的一些操作的一些方法，就是在墙面上使用条形的木掌屏，在块状结构件上直接就是挂板，以硅酸盖板为基材，工厂直接标准化市面板。
silicate. The strength is that it's different from the water procedure. It can improve the efficiency and precision of on-site installation. The material is, like I said, is the A-level fire retardant materials, featuring mainly the calcium silicate. It has a PP film, PVC, and UV materials. And now you're looking at the floor system. And I want to say that our floor ABS corner has been improved based on our new patent. We have the indigenous intellectual property. We also have the trolley system, which is the traditional water-resistant tray, as you can see on the left of the slide. It's a very integrated, and also we have integrated kitchen system. It's also very good. And I have 2 products for decoration. First is calcium silicate decorative panel. It's mainly based on calcium and silicate added with plant fiber and with some organic and inorganic materials. The strength is that it is eco-friendly and is safe to use. And you can see this is structure on the right of the slide. It has a base material. It has also some sort of lateral processings. And this is our second product, which is a water-resistant tray. And the tray's size is 2 meters and 3 meters. The biggest is this biggest dimension, and the smallest dimension, which is 1 meter and 1 meter. The width is 4 millimeter. And this and also it can be adjusted between 2 meters, 3 meters, and 1 meter. It can be adjusted around this range.
我们刚才讲到这
So
个
we
硅
talk
酸钙板
about
比较
the
多啊，那我们就
silicate
是它还是有一定的这个
panel,
特点。
which has
主要
special
的一个特点
features.
就
The
是
major feature is
防
that
火、隔音、保温、隔热，
it
然后 耐
can
污、自洁、
retard
使用
fire.
寿命长，
It can be
防
used for a
潮、
long
防
time.
水
It、can
绿色环保，
combat
以及
the
施工简
moisture,
单
the water.
安
It's
装
easy
快捷。
to
其实这个
use
如果
and very
在
fast
座
to
各位
install.
在上
And
海
if you
或者
are
或
in
者是这
Shanghai,
个
if you are based in
长
Shanghai,
三角一带
if
的
you are
朋友
based
就
in
会
the
每年
Yangtze
会
River
经历一
Delta,
个这个梅雨的
you
一个
know
季节。
there will be
梅雨
a
季节的话，
river
那我们
season,
也
oh,
是在
sorry,
这个
the
梅雨
rain
季
season.
节里面
And
去走
in
进
the
过我
rain
们这
season,
个用硅酸钙板
we have
装
tried
修的这个样板间当中。那我们
tried
在没有
this
开这个制冷
silicate
设
method.
备，
If
还有
we
空调
didn't
的这个
open
前提
the
下，
cooling
那我们
devices
走
like
进去的话，它是有一个
refrigerator,
非常明显的
we
一
can
个
feel
体感的一
it
个
is
表现，就是
a very
非常干
comfortable
燥。
one. It's very dry. Sorry, not comfortable. It's dry. If we use
我们在
silicate,
应用这个材料过程当中，切实能够体
that is
会
something
到
we
一
can
些这
feel,
个
right?
感觉啊。
This is problem with the
那我们
silicate.
的防水托盘它的特点的话，就
And
是
the features about the
综合性能
waterproof
较好，
tray is that it is
耐
very
液
good
性
in terms
强，
of comprehensive capacity.
有稳定
It
性，
can
无毒无
combat
味，不受水。
corrosive substances.
那第三部分
And
就
it
是
is
我们装
not
配室内
toxic.
装
And
应用的
thirdly,
一
I
些
talk
案
about
例。
the assembled interior decoration.
这个就是我
And you're
们
looking
做的
at
阿玛尼的一个
our
商业连
Armani,
锁
the
的一个案例，
Armani's
这个在
commercial
徐家汇的这个汇金百
franchise,
货，
which
它也
is
是
the
这
Huijin
个
百货or
一
department
个
store
600平米
in
这样的一
Shijiahui
个店
district
在
in
7天的
in
这个时
Shanghai.
间当
So
中，我
within
们给
7
它做了
days,
这个完成。
we
对
make
于
it
一些
happen.
商
It's
业
very
项
fast
目来说的
because
话，
from
它这
commercial
个在内
projects,
部的，尤其是一些这个改造类型的这个商业项目，它对于
especially
现
for
场的这
modification
个环境、
of
时间
commercial
的要
projects,
求还
it's
是非
very
常这个
urgent
严格
and
的。
it's
那
very
在这样的一
cost
个这个前
demanding.
提下，我们在
So
7天
given
之内
these
完成了
challenges,
这个
we
阿
finished
玛尼店铺
the
的一个这样的
Armani
一个改造。
shops modification within 7 days.
那反映下来的话，
And
有
the
一些
customer
这个
feedback
客户也去
is
这个参
very
观过，
good.
那感觉的话还是
Customers
对
have
于相比
gone
于其他
there
传统的这样
and
装
they
修，
believe
不管是
that
从美观度
in
还是
terms
这
of
个
appearance,
在现场
in
的一
terms
些这
of
个效果来看，
the
都是非常
effect,
不错的。
everything feels great.
另外一个就是在这个医养
And also
行业，
in
这个是
the
在这
medical
个
industry,
黄
we
浦
have
区
our
人民医
application,
路的这样的
and
一个
is
私人
this
的一个
is
诊
a
所。
private
那这个诊所呢，装
clinic
修的话是花了这
which
个
is
10天的这个
decorated
时间，
within 10
也是
days.
这个
It's fast.
非常短的一个
It's
周期内。
7-10 days
另外，
is
它
short.
装配式建筑其实
And
有
it's
一个最大的一个优
one
点的
biggest
话，它是
strength about
装完即可。
our
这个
product approach is that
对于
it
它的
is
这个现场
fully
的这个
furnished
气
with
味
a few
性的
days,
控制，其实
and
对于这
the
个
odor
比如说
will be
进
very
行一些营业的
invisible
场所，
and
比如说我
unnoticeable.
们的酒店啊，
The hotels,
像
for
一些这个
instance,
诊所呀，
the
以及刚才
clinics,
我提到的这个
and
商业连
also
锁，
the
都是
commercial
这个非常
franchises
大的一个
or
这
chain
个优势。
stores can use our
另外，保障
solutions
性住
because
房
it's
的话，
fast
这
and
个
it's
是我
odor
们
free.
也是做了
And
北京城
the
市服务
affordable
的这个
housing
方法，
is
这是大
also
国交付的这个
something that we
1500
did.
套。
It has we have decorated
以及我
almost
们和这个
altogether
内地这
1,500.
个
We have also
做合
partnered
作的
with
这个项目，
Greenland
哎，
Holdings.
也是当时我们给他们装修
We
差不多是
decorated
8天的时间。
within 8 days. So it just took us 8
以及
days.
这个在长租公寓
And
领
also
域内，
in
我们和
the
华润合作的这个华润影
long-term
城，
leasing, we have worked with 华润
工期的
Real
话
Estate.
18天。
It took just
快捷酒
8
店
days.
我
And
们
at fast
做的这个
hotels,
如家
our
商旅
hotel
酒
chains
店，
we
这个
have
是
worked
在
with
嘉定的这个
如
五楼
家
那我们五天就
商旅
给它完
We
成
just
了
finished
这
the
个
decoration
展示
within
样板
5
的这样
days.
的搭建。
It's a demo house
那因为装
construction that
配
is
式
finished within
装
5 days.
修的这个
And
物品部件，其实在这个装配式发展的这个风口上，也是一个极大的一个市场。那我
Decoration
们也
components
是
are
看
also
到了
an
这样的
important
一个
part.
机
We
会。
have
其
seen
实
the
我
top
们装配
chances
式的
here.
发展
Actually, the
需要更多的人
decorative
加入进来。
part need
今
more
天其实在座的各位
participations.
有
Actually,
一部
each
分
and every one
可能
of
已经
you,
这个加入到
and some of
这
you
个装
may
配式
have
装修
already
这个
in
行
the
业里面
decorating
我想大部分
industry.
应该也在这个在这个装配式装修的行业里面还
I believe that
还在观望。
We have actually provided some opportunities for cooperation because we manufacture components and parts and decorative parts, and around the whole country, we are soliciting the EPC collaborators, and these collaborators are different from the agents we work with. We are not working or collaborating. We hope that the manufacturers and the EPC partners can work with us to promote the product nationwide. And we have one chance here, that is on the wind. As we ride the tide, we have a lot of chances. And of course, these are the dividends that are just too obvious to neglect within 2 days. Most of you can notice the great benefits coming from the policies and industrial trends introduced by our experts. This is a very much an industry of dividends. So just a few days ago, Mr. Lei Jin, the CEO of Xiaomi, he delivered a speech at the 10-year founding ceremony of Xiaomi, and he mentioned that why did he make Xiaomi into a top 500 company in the world? How did he do that? Because he grabbed he knew it was the wind that he caught. So he said a thing that is, even a pig can fly if the pig is on top of the wind, favorable wind. So favorable wind can even make a pig fly. So that is how strong favorable wind can be. And so for our construction industry, for our decoration industry, everyone sees upper wind or advantage point. Also, as a manufacturer, we have some supports or aid supports, which I will not go into details. And if you have some interests, you are more than welcome to scan my WeChat QR code, and I'll send you some script, some pamphlets, and hope that I'll be able to talk to you about what the industry is growing, how the industry is growing, and every day we are optimizing our solutions. So when we got our A+ status, we are almost close to updating our products, and then we will be able to come up with very good new solutions. And we do this because we hope that we at Zhongyu can really deliver the benefits and edges to our partners. They may be our customers, maybe our partners, maybe research institutes, design institutes. Thank you for your attention. Thank you. So, yeah, Mr. Zhou, you talk about the software and hardware. And now let's talk about the software. Next, let's welcome Mr. Guo from BIM, who is the BIM's design manager. And I believe that you are kind of exhausted. So let's listen to the speech on the software. I'm more than glad to talk to you about our project experience. My name is Guo Zhenrong, coming from BIM. My title is about having a decorations management system. So I'll talk to you about our company first. The first company of the China 8 Engineering Division. So the company is affiliated to the top 500 company, which is the CSCEC. It can do EPC. It can design. It can do a lot of things. It has a lot of qualifications, and it is recognized by the Ministry of Science and Technology as a high-tech company. We have a decoration. We are really a decoration company. It is featuring the forestry, the walls, the smartness, and we cover the design and the construction of lighting, soft decoration, and electrical as well as mechanical engineering. So now I'll talk to you about our two projects and talk to you about our project's experience. The first project is the project that is finished. It's called Red Island. The Red Island project is located in the coastal city of Qingdao, and it's just 2 kilometers away from the high railway station. And from the effect graph, you can see it is like a wave. It uses Mr. Chen Tianning's plan on Guanhai Tingtao, or listening to the wave and while observing the sea. So the wave can be as high as 80.16 meters. And this project is a major project recognized by the Shandong Provincial People's Government. And with this one, we will finish the 2-hour intercity transportation. And I believe that by 2030, we'll have annual transportation volume of almost 20 million person times per annum. So it will be a state level station. This is the effect. This is the real thing, not the effect. And we have, because it's a very important one, we have our target here. And to finish the target, we have the BIM technology combined with design management. So we need to have the 3+1 management mode. So given the 3+1 mode, we require to provide the digitalization and standardization NCT application. So given our management mode, our design director is the pillar and is involved in the management and design of project. It is responsible for talking to each and everyone involved in the construction. Our project implements our BIM standards. And our company has formulated our BIM implementation procedures as well as application standards to make sure everything is just following the standards. And also in the management system, we have implemented our details on the implementation. This is practiced in the whole company. And we must use standardization and flow chart to make sure everything can be traced and the mapping is done according to a principle. So after the past 2 years, we have almost over 50 results. And the good results are like the International Technology Award, and we have won the best BIM award, both at national level and international level. And we have also been reported and covered by the media. The CCTV, the Shandong TV station, and other media have all covered on the report of our project, because our project is getting a lot of attention. So we have received a lot of visitors. So at the Digital Summit last year, at the China Digital Building Annual Summit, we got a lot of commendations for the work we have done. And so far, we have almost together 2,000 visitors. So next, I'll talk about the application of digital management in our Red Island project, because this project is like this. We talk about the challenges first. Firstly, because our design is non-linear and very complicated, so if we just use it's just hard to use the traditional software for design. And secondly, it's very big and it's very tight on time. And thirdly, because it is very close to sea, so our design standards must exceed the design standards for inland constructions. And number four is that because we have a lot of cross-disciplinary implementation and a lot of stakeholders are involved, so it's going to be very challenging. And also number five, we have a lot of steel, so it's going to be very complicated. So we have decided on our priorities, which are three of them, the key priorities. So we need to solve these three questions. First is the double aluminum panel wall. And the second is the light collection ceiling. The third is the wave pattern. And so we have the model synergy between our different teams. The first thing. The second is in the wave parts steel. With the wave steel, we have offered the keel bone design. It can really make sure that our foundational requirement can be realized, which means that the steel can be precisely positioned. And also, when the steel structure is finished, we have look at the different design possibilities. We will also look at very closely at the junction part, and we can really run this through and confirm with our design department. And for the light collection ceiling, we use a finite element management of FEM, and this thing will make sure that we can reduce the keel bones overall load, and also by doing so, it can solve the uncertainty in where the connections will happen. So and also in the design management, we have altogether 8 to 10 waves, and on the waves, in the wavy pattern, we can really reconfirm the eventual effect of the waves. And all these details are really good technological support for the eventual wavy patterns. So in the double aluminum curves, we have analyzed the stresses, and we have do the coloring of different parts. And for those with too much curviness, we can optimize these things. And with the aluminum suspension system, we can assemble these parts very fast, and we can adjust very fast, very efficiently. This double curvy aluminum board has a parameter-based design. One thing is difficult is that by designing these, we can offer flexibility in design, and also make sure that each component can be designed very well and not exceeding their limits. And this is the data we have collected, and this is a video of our data collection. In our model, we can extract the true dimensions of every single detail. And now you're looking at the project management, because we are close to the sea, so we must look at the maritime requirements. So for the river, for the water platform, we have offered two solutions or plans, and we need to confirm that the two of them. So we need to do mechanical analysis. We have confirmed the last one, which is a wind-proof operation platform, which is very good in terms of mechanical power, and it can guarantee efficiency, the stability of the structure, and the safety of operating staff. This is eventual result. This is how the ceiling looks like. And this is the northern wave and how it went from 0 to hero. And we also have some normalized innovation. We try to do it like the AR, VR, drone, and BIM node bank. We have used all these things. These are all normalized applications. Next, I'll talk about an under construction project, which is called Fenghuangshan Sports Center in Chengdu City of Sichuan Province. It's still under construction. This is how the scene should look like. It's a non-linear design. So in the non-linear design, we have used the Jiuzhai waterfall and the convergence of 3 rivers. This is the design concept, and it will become the venue for the 31st World University sports game to be held in 2021. Because the design is non-linear, so it can be as high as 64 meters. And like the former project, it covers a lot of discipline and professions, so it must be managed in a precise fashion. And now, how about the ceiling? We look at the ceiling, we found that the biggest issue is in the 3 light collection, and it's convex, not concave. So yeah. So for these light collection parts, we have set up the parameter. In the meantime, we have looked at the parameter-based design, and it's very good for separation between keel bones. It can meet all the demands. And by the BIM's finite element analysis, we have solved some problems like the spherical analysis of the keel bone. And also you are looking at our outer walls scaffold analysis, because scaffold is a parameter-driven device. So we look at the national standards to set up to meet the standards. So we should make sure that the optimum results will come along, the one that meets the national standards, but also is very implementable. Now you're looking at the perforation board, and it can be used in our project so that the design picture graphs will not be repeatedly done. Now this is the wall, outer wall, and we can analyze the outer walls, and we'll see if more details are needed somewhere. And after the glass wall is finished, we can just extract numbers by clicking just on the node. This is pre-assembled. Pre-assembly is very good decision, because with pre-assembling we can control the position of the devices, and the mistakes can be very much avoided. And this is professional collision testing. And with this professional collision testing, we can make sure that the deviations will be reduced, and we can definitely find 220 possible collision sites, and we have generated 16 possible collision reports. Now looking at the BIM synergy management system on this platform, we can offer a lightweight mode that can access at the PC mode and the cell phone terminals. So before the construction, we require the project to be set up a BIM prototype. With a prototype, we will be able to confirm the future information. and so that the prototype will definitely be no problems. Now you're looking at the convertible wall, and this foundation wall will be really important, and everything can just be read by scanning the QR code. Repetition can be avoided in this way. And now you're looking at the cell phone's operation and viewing, and also as well as measurement. And now you're looking at our application. This application can make sure that our on-site management will be just easy as a click away on the cell phone. And without this application, you can make phone calls and go through the procedures and who is the problem, who's making the problem. But with a cell phone, we can solve a lot of things. Everyone has an account, and everyone can talk very fast. And this is a good way to improve the quality. In safety measures, our company has introduced the VR Experience Center as well as a smart monitoring platform and the video surveillance as well as the facial recognition system, which ensures the product, the whole safety, and every safety features can be traced. This is a safety module or safety modification module, and it can combine a lot of features. The report of safety accidents can be done and realized here. So after these two projects, we believe that we will have a very good summary to make, because in the project we found a lot of problems all stemming from the poor design or planning in early times. So I believe that in the whole process, we want to make sure that the integration should be applied to the platform. The design, the operation, the construction should all be integrated into one platform. So another second development or redevelopment are also important, because it can solve a lot of problems, especially very tricky problems. Our target or objective is to make sure that we can manage the project very well and in a timely fashion. We must provide very targeted solutions that can involve a lot of project staff members, and our multi-module software solution is also important, because there's a lot of restriction in the single module, especially when it comes to data collection, data transmission, which can be limited. But with the integration of many softwares, we can use the software, a lot of software at the same time. And we see that a lot of people are watching you, but they cannot get involved or participate or contribute. So we believe that with our novel management system, the owners, the materials companies, and every company stakeholder can be involved in the platform, and that is a possible future pathway to better cooperation and timely conclusion. Next step, our next future plan I'd like to share with you, because before each project, a lot of modeling will happen to make sure that it will be used definitely in the future. And if a project is complicated like this one, we must have a fully digital modeling before the whole thing begins. We must optimize ourselves and explore more possibilities in manufacturing, in design, and also we need to optimize the construction and accessorization. We must innovate the construction to make sure the accessories or components and parts can be mounted in a good way. Now the mounting of the accessories are just very random, and there may be some limit to this randomized approach. We cannot have the best efficacy. And also we need to optimize the platform synergy. And only with good synergy between platforms can we make sure that our management platform will be used in a very good way. How about our expectations for BIM's application? I believe that in the age of digitalization and fast decoration industrialization, and we need to solve a lot of problems. And I believe that digitalization is meaning that it will be more and more used and possible, given the BIM, and our information will be more and more transmittable. And the industrialization of faster decoration will meaning that our industrial application will be faster and more widespread. Our labor efficacy will be higher, and our we can utilize more. And so we need to think further. Given our history, even if we have achieved a lot, I hope that our future of decoration will be brighter. Thank you. I believe that let's go to the stage and get ready for the question. I'd like to thank the second day, and thank you for really making it to the second day. Last part is kind of complicated. I want to say the floor is open. Any questions from the floor? You can raise your hand. Yeah, it's a time for interaction. Please. Hello, Mr. Guo. I saw your software, and I know the walls, and you must be using Rhino, right? Right. And it will be very good in linear design. So Rhino, in terms of data statistics, especially in the metallic components and the corners, and do you think it's very accurate? I just believe that Rhino is easier, right? We look forward to a design that is in Rhino. We can add the component in a certain place. The information will be there in the place. It can represent it can be accepted as the parameters, and by extracting the component, and we are extracting the parameters. The columns dimensions can be calculated, right? So we talk about the unit. There will be some. Yes, you're right. There will be some plug-in softwares. Yes, there will be some plug-in softwares. Any question from the audience? Yes. Thank you. So I want to talk about ask that is, Ms. Hong, how do you use BIM in the interiors? So in our Red Islet project, as you can see, we have used an overall model in the we have 300,000 square meters of graph design, in which we have used BIM, and we have the BIM has done a lot of work. In the designing process, the nodes of effect have been deepened and delivered to the design party, EPC party, as well as the owners. So BIM is really the hub for deepening our design. And because I believe that you four bosses are familiar with BIM, and you are most familiar with BIM. So you know, I believe that compared with Mr. Hong and other gentlemen, how do you think that you can outperform him? Other gentlemen, so let me just say that we are doing something which is very similar to Mr. Hong's practice. and this technology can be used in our interiors. Mr. Hong, can you elaborate? Actually, I listened to his elaboration because I'm also engaged in interiors. The logic is much shared. In the future, when everything is done, the plugins will be coming from them. As long as the data are interchangeable, everything should be fine. Yes. And of course, BIM, because Mr. Hong starts from 0 to here, it's convenient. But if it is modification and decoration project, not from ground zero, BIM will be problematic. Do you agree with that? Yes, I agree with that. BIM is not most suitable. It's not suitable everywhere. Sorry, Ms. Guo, another question for you, because compared with interior designs or decorations, the walls have a lot of things to do. I believe that a lot of steel structure has been used, and the steel structure, I want to ask that is in its implementation and execution, how can you make sure that it is implemented very accurately? And the facade is digitalized, right? But how can you make sure that the accuracy? How can you guarantee accuracy? So steel structure has a special steel modeling, and we will extract the positions on the dimension. Our positioning dot must be accurate. Our steel structure will be entered, and it will be 3D scanned. So the 3D scanned results must be fitting with the original design, the 2D design. And if everything is good, the precision is there, we'll make further moves on the ordering of the curvy services. So you are saying that you're talking about 3D scanning, yes, 3D scanning, yeah, and its compatibility and suitability with the original 2D design. Yes, that's right. Okay, I feel that you can talk in private, because I believe that the questions are very much targeted. It's the question either for you or your competitors. Anyway, you can add your WeChat, right? And now let's call it a day. And aside from BIM, which is not visible, 终于 is right close to you, and 一墙之隔 is really 一墙之隔, which in Chinese means very close by. And our company is also close because our conference is very much open, and the exhibition hall is to everyone. And because of this seminar, our inhibitors have worked hard. If you have any question, you are more than welcome to talk further. Good? So now let's thank everyone for making all the way here and taking a trouble. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your time.